Hello everyone. In this problem we shall find the particular integral of this function 1 by t plus 1 whole square to 1 by e to the power x minus 1 whole square. In this problem d is equivalent to dx, that is differentiation with respect to x. Now we shall apply two methods. In the first method, method 1, in this case, in this method we shall find the particular integral from the definition. Let yp be the particular integral of this function. So let yp equal to this. So this can be written as if we apply the operator on yp, then it becomes d plus 1 whole square yp equal to 1 by this. Now let next the operator can be written as this d plus 1 into d plus 1. So now let us assume that d plus 1 into yp is equal to zp. If we assume d plus 1 of yp equal to zp, then if we replace this value in this equation, then the equation becomes d plus 1 zp equal to 1 by e to the power x minus 1 whole square, and this can be written as dzp dx plus zp equal to this. Now this is first order linear equation, so we can find the integrating factor. Here the integrating factor will be e to the power integration 1 into dx, that is equal to e to the power x. So e to the power x is an integrating factor of this equation. Now if we multiply the equation by the integrating factor, then after multiplication the equation can be written as d of e to the power x into zp is equal to e to the power x by e to the power x minus 1 square dx. Next we shall integrate this equation. So if we integrate this equation, the left hand side will be e to the power x into zp equal to the right hand side. To integrate this function, we assume e to the power x minus 1 equal to suppose t, then e to the power x dx equal to dt. So replacing this in the main integral, we find that it is dt by t square, which after the integration becomes minus 1 by t. Hence e to the power x into zp is equal to minus 1 by e to the power x minus 1. From this we get zp equal to minus of e to the power minus x by e to the power x minus 1. So this is only zp. Now if we replace the value of zp in this equation, then we shall find yp. Next, replacing the value of zp in the equation of yp, we find that we have to solve this linear equation. This is again a first order linear equation, so we can easily calculate that e to the power x is an integrating factor of this equation. So if we multiply the equation by this integrating factor, then the equation becomes d of e to the power x into yp, and in the right hand side we have to multiply the equation by the integrating factor, so it is e to the power x into e to the power minus x divided by e to the power x minus 1 dx. Next we shall integrate this equation. So if we integrate this equation, it becomes is equal to minus, so it is dx by e to the power x minus 1. To integrate this function, we multiply both the numerator and denominator by e to the power minus x, so that it becomes e to the power minus x by 1 minus e to the power minus x. Next we shall assume 1 minus e to the power minus x is equal to suppose u. then it becomes, after differentiation, e to the power minus x dx equal to du. If we replace this in the integral, it becomes du by u, which is actually minus log with base eu. So from the left hand side, after the integral, the left hand side becomes e to the power x into yp, and that is equal to minus log base e. And what is the value of u? U is 1 minus e to the power minus x. From this we find yp equal to minus e to the power minus x log base e 1 minus e to the power minus x. So this is the required particular integral or pi of the equation. Next, consider method 2. In this method, we shall expand the function in binomial series. Now, we write the right hand side function as e to the power x minus 1 to the power minus 2. Now, if we want to expand this function in binomial series, then it will be an infinite series, and the common ratio of that series is e to the power x, and which is strictly greater than 1 for any positive value of x. Therefore, the series is not convergent. For that reason, we have to take e to the power x common from this bracket. So then it will be e to the power minus 2x Now taking e to the power x common from this bracket, we have e to the power minus 2x into 1 minus e to the power minus x to the power minus 2. Now we can expand this function in binomial series, because now the common ratio is e to the power minus x, which is strictly less than 1 for any positive value of x. Next, expanding the function in binomial series, we have 1 plus 2 into e to the power minus x plus 3 into e to the power minus 2x plus 4 into e to the power minus 3x up to infinity. Now multiplying the series by this function, we get e to the power minus 2x plus 2 into e to the power minus 3x plus 3 into e to the power minus 4x up to infinity. Next, we shall apply this operator on each terms of this series. So we have 1 by d plus 1 whole square on e to the power minus 2x plus 2 into 1 by d plus 1 whole square on e to the power minus 3x plus 3 into 1 by d plus 1 whole square on e to the power minus 4x up to infinity. If we apply this operator on this function, we know that we have to replace the value of d by minus 2. So if we replace the value of d by minus 2, then it will be 1 by 1. So 1 into e to the power minus 2x plus, if we replace d by minus 3, then it will be 1 by 4. So 2 into 1 by 4 e to the power minus 3x plus 3 into, if we replace d by minus 4, then it will be 1 by 9. 1 by 9 e to the power minus 4x up to infinity. So which is equal to e to the power minus 2x plus half into e to the power minus 3x plus 1/3 into e to the power minus 4x up to infinity. Next, we assume that e to the power minus x equal to v. So if we assume this, then this series becomes v square plus half into v cube plus 1/3 v to the power 4 up to infinity. Next, we shall take minus v common from this series. So the series becomes minus v minus half v square minus 1/3 v cube up to infinity. The minus v into. Now we know that this is logarithmic series, and the value of this series is logarithm with base e 1 minus v but we know that this logarithm series converges to log of 1 minus v if the value of v lies between -1 and +1, and here we have the value of v as e to the power minus x, and which is strictly positive for any real number x, and it is strictly less than 1 for any positive value of x. Therefore the condition is satisfied and the series converges and converges to logarithm of this. So it is equal to, now replacing the value of v, we have minus e to the power minus x into logarithm e 1 minus e to the power minus x. This is our required particular integral or pi, that is minus of e to the power minus x log with base e 1 minus e to the power minus x. That completes the problem. Thank you.